Is Fire Emblem GBA difficult? If you have ever wondered about the challenge level of Fire Emblem for the Game Boy Advance, you are not alone. Many players from the 2000s remember this title as a tough but rewarding experience. Released in the early 2000s, Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade introduced players to a turn-based tactical role-playing game that required smart planning and strategy. The game features a large cast of characters and grid-based battlefields, which means every move counts. Players need to think carefully about where to place their units and how to use their strengths against enemies. The game offers two main difficulty levels, normal and hard. Normal mode is more beginner-friendly, while hard mode ramps up the challenge significantly. In hard mode, enemies are tougher, have better stats, and come equipped with more powerful weapons. This increase in difficulty can make battles feel intense, especially since losing a character means they are gone for good. This aspect adds a layer of tension that many players found both frustrating and thrilling. The game's difficulty was often described as borderline frustrating, but for many, this made victories feel even more satisfying. Looking back at the 2000s, Fire Emblem stood out among other handheld games for its deep strategic gameplay. Players who enjoyed tactical depth found themselves immersed in the game, even if it meant facing tough challenges. The gameplay mechanics required careful resource management and strategic planning, which kept players engaged. Compared to other titles in the Fire Emblem series and similar strategy games from that era, Fire Emblem for the Game Boy Advance was seen as moderately difficult. It struck a balance between welcoming new players and providing a challenge for veterans. The story and character development also contributed to its popularity, making it a memorable experience for many who grew up during that time. In practical terms, players needed to consider unit placement, class strengths, and enemy behavior. This careful approach often led to better outcomes in battles. The challenge level of Fire Emblem on the Game Boy Advance helped define its appeal and contributed to the series' growing popularity in the West during the 2000s. If you are looking for a game that combines strategy with a touch of nostalgia, Fire Emblem is definitely worth revisiting.